So, no, nothing important really happened yesterday. Yesterday was a staff only meeting to try and get a good groundswork for today. Um, so, first call of business would probably be for events. So far, I feel like events are kind of like, they're okay. I mean, we don't want to make it pay to win or anything like that, so there's only so much you can do. There's We can do more things though. We've done build competitions in the past, like the Valentine's Day event that we had this year. The build competition was pretty lackluster. We only had 3 or 4 entries, and it's kind of crap. But so some things we've thought about doing in the future is to do stuff like outside of Minecraft. So other game tournaments like TF2 or God forbid Fortnite or movie nights. So we've done that in the past as well where either I or somebody else will stream in Discord and we watch a movie all together. That's been pretty successful in the past. So also we want to do things that are away from holidays because like we typically do pretty regularly Christmas, Valentine's, Easter, and like an Easter egg hunt, Christmas event. But we want to get into doing some other events too that are non-holiday.
Well,
So
Jack and I tried to host like the Skywars thing, and like it started off well, but then people just stopped doing their events. So that's cool.
yeah. So what do we think this kind of part of the problem? Is it the length of the events? Is it just lack of interest?
I think it's lack
Um,
of interest. Bye.
yeah, I've got it recording right now.
I'll be on the YouTubes.
I think it's kind of lack of interest, and they are too long. So, like a Valentine's Day event, it's going from Valentine's Day to March 1st, and I think it's been a bit too long. But like, yeah, see, the thing is like if you do it in survival though, it takes a long time. So for Dan doing it in survival, I mean, by the way, it looks amazing. It looks really, really good.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
Uh, I think your point is valid. I think it took too long, the whole contest. Um, People get bored, I guess, or want to do it like first day it gets announced. Build it in creative and it's done. I think like give them 1 week to build it or something. It took me a long time, but um, I could have done it faster, I guess.
yeah. But you just didn't have the motivation and interest to push really hard to get it done faster.
Uh, I knew I had the time, so I chilled for a while, I guess.
Oh, okay.
But I've been waiting for like today or tomorrow. I don't know when it's getting announced.
March
When is the new?
1st.
Okay, nice. I wouldn't have a problem with it ending sooner, I guess. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get you. Um, Other games though, like Jack saying Friday game night or mini game night, or I feel like the movie nights is good too. Anyways, that's some of the ideas we've had to try and do. But I think we'll try and do an events poll either after this meeting or a little bit later and get a good, better sample because not very many people showed up. Um, Gotta make sure you own the movie. Yeah. Well, what I did in the past was um, I would rent it from like Amazon or something, Amazon Prime for the day, and then show it. So that's what we did in the past. Is I would basically rent it for $2 or $3 or something, Yeah, we can use Netflix or Hulu, but if it's something like, Lord of the Rings, which is what we did before, that's not on those. So if there's like a specific movie, you can't just, choose whatever because half the time it's not going to be on there. Yeah, anyway, the whole point is we need to do events that are probably more community oriented and not so much like singular. So like the build comps, it's basically person versus person versus person. It's not really a community thing. And I think that's why it's not as interesting. Yeah, to make it more social. So I think that's the idea that we want to kind of go for. Debates don't make friends though. The Survivor thing we did last year was great though. Oh, that. That was a long time ago. Oh my gosh. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it really was a long time, but it was great. It just took too long. We had like, oh, that was over a week, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it because I went to holiday in the middle of that thing, right in the middle.
Yeah. That was great. I remember that. That was a long time ago. Um but we need to do probably more community oriented events. I think is the answer, right? I think that's kind of what the majority's opinion is. Okay. So now let's talk about season 8. So next season we want to start with the update of 1.17. And the thing is that in the past, um, my issue with playing Minecraft and with playing on an SMP is that it's the same old, same old, same old. You get on a vanilla server, you play on it for a little bit, you grind, you get some farms, you get a base kind of going, and then you get bored. And I think a majority of people feel that way. It's a select few that can make these humongous, enormous bases, and it's grand, it's beautiful, and fantastic. But most people don't have that incentive. Most people can't stay on and just play Minecraft that long. So I was thinking, let's do something different next season. Kind of have a backstory, or I mean, this is just an idea. We don't have to do specifically this, but this was kind of just my idea to make it more immersive. So you've got kind of like a backstory of like different clans, and so like you've got the Amethyst group right now. You've got the Architects. One could be like England, one could be like France, and you've got wars between the countries, or you've got trade routes, or you could make it so that the Amethysts are really good at mining, but the Architects can't ever mine. That's just an unspoken rule that they have. But they are really good with redstone, or something so that we actually work together and we have kind of like a story kind of thing going on, and we have bigger groups. That was just kind of like an idea I had. Maybe you guys have other ideas. It wouldn't be modded at all. It's kind of like an unspoken thing of vanilla. So it'd be on the vanilla server, but we would all agree to play in this fashion. The only problem where it breaks down though is new players. So when we get new players, they're gonna get on and they're gonna be like, what the hell? What's going on? So that's the only problem I really see with it. The other thing would be, yeah, I think it's pretty cool on the trading aspect. anyways, so if you guys have other ideas to try and make season 8 somewhat different and not so much of a a vanilla SMP like everybody else has, why not do modded? Because modded's stupid. If we did modded, then it doesn't have the vanilla aspect that most people love about Minecraft. And if you yeah, I forgot about that. Stormy's right. If you do modded, then you need Forge, and you can't have Core Protect. You can't have permissions plugins. You can't have all those things. So if somebody grief, we wouldn't know who did it and how we can't roll it back, etc., etc. Yeah, I think teams is a great way because if we do teams, then it's not just you getting on and you're like, oh my gosh, I had this great idea, this great build I want to make, but it's so daunting. I don't even know where to start. But if you have a team, you could be like, oh, he'll work on this, I'll work on that. But, anyways, just try and get you guys' brains going on doing what you think would help for us to have a more immersive experience and not so much of a. It's kind of role play, I guess, but I hate to say that. I feel like it is, though. Yeah. And a few seasons back, we did a building districts. So on Din Map right now, where you go and you look at spawn, and there's an outline of spawn, and you click on it, it says, "Hey, this is spawn." We can do the same thing and outline kingdoms or groups or build areas or whatever if we wanted to. And so you have like, did the districts thing work? Sort of. There was only one district that was really people actually went to and built in. That was the futuristic district with me, Nords, Epic, Eris. We did an enormous build and it was fantastic. The medieval had some builds, the fantasy had some builds, the modern was eh. Yeah, but the thing is if we do like horses main transport or something like that, new players aren't going to care. They are not going to do that. But maybe that's just what we want to do. So, anyways, I'm just proposing that people think about this kind of thing, and we've got several months to 1.17, okay? So, this is all just maybe let's think about this kind of thing and we can revisit it, but we've got some months because they announced that it's going to be in the middle of the summer, kind of like 1.16 was. Even though they said middle, it was actually August. So it was end of summer. But anyways, the thing is that we've got several months. So this is February, we've got March, April, May, and then maybe June, maybe July,
Um,
maybe August.
I just googled it, and then Google says it's October 3rd.
They
Oh,
announced
no, no,
in
that was the announcement. Sorry.
Oh, okay, they announced 1.17 on
Yeah,
October
yeah,
3rd.
they
Okay.
announced on October, but it's yeah mid 21. Yeah, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, exactly, Dan. That's what I was thinking about and going for is trying to include people so that because I know Dan, he's an amazing builder and he does incredible builds just like a lot of people on this server, but he does everything solo,
True.
and that gets boring pretty quick, I assume. Am I wrong
It,
or?
it's also pretty boring if your neighbors are pretty far away.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, kind of true. I don't know. I think another problem, I don't know if we should discuss it later, is that you don't know who is on which team and what is the I don't know. It's so confusing.
yeah.
I don't get it. That there, I think teams would be good. So you can ask him. You can ask him. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing is we've got build teams on the server as of right now. Junkmaster, he's got a group of like 4 or 5 people. I'm kind of crashing on North's couch, and there's the Amethyst group. There's the Architect group with Captain Ranger, and I feel like there's a few others. But anyways, the thing is we can make those teams more concrete.
Theme based. I don't know.
Yeah, theme based, or they have more of a
A meaning behind them.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So maybe even like a Discord group or something like that. They also have in-game roles, so it's they've got a different color for their team. Or so right now everybody when they get on the server they have the user in front of their name. So what we could do is we could do user in front of your name, but your name is highlighted a different color depending on what team you're in. So if you're team, pink or something, that tells everybody like, oh, he's in that group. We can do that kind of thing if you wanted. So again, got several months, but this is kind of like the idea process that we're going along, and I think we kind of want to do something like this. It is kind of like factions, but we want to stress it's not killing people and sabotaging and griefing. It's build teams. Like it's your clan, your group, or whatever, and we're not out raiding and killing people. You know? Yeah, friendly factions. Because we did that in the past. We did a war event, and I said factions, and people went nuts and started using TNT and stuff. Okay, so it was a mess,
Yeah, I can imagine.
and they were like, "But you said factions." Because I don't play on Anarchy servers. I didn't know what that meant. Okay, so I think we get the general idea of kind of where we're wanting to head, and I think you guys can see that. I'll just hit the pin. So the next thing would probably be um, the other thing about going to one version to the next, so 1.16 to 1.17, whenever you do that on a server, plugins will break. So DynMap will fail, Core Protect will probably fail, amongst others. So the question will be, um, are we going to probably? This is probably too soon, anyways. But the thing is do we want to just go to 1.17 even if we don't have all the plugins in place? So that means that you don't have, DynMap, you don't have the anti-grief, anti-X-ray, anti-cheat.
Discord SRV.
Yeah, that's another one. So when we're in chat and you can talk to people outside of chat into the Discord and back, um, all those things are going to fail. They will. If they don't, it's always a miracle and I'm ecstatic, but they almost always fail. So the question is, do we want to wait just a couple weeks? Because it depends on how long it takes them to update their own plugins. And that's the issue. So when 1.17 releases, like let's say it's June 6th, I don't know when it actually is. it could take till June 15th or something like that for DinMap to update. It could take till July 1st. We don't know. There's no way that we can, assume or predict when he's going to finish the update. And that's part of the problem. So, Season 7 V2. What are you saying? That's confusing.
I think he means like part 2 of season 7.
Yeah. Well, that's what this season's supposed to be. Season 6 is supposed to last a long time, but we went ahead and went to Season 7 because we wanted a short season between the updates. Anyways, I just thought I was going to let you guys know why sometimes it takes longer than just updating when they update. Because we're waiting on DinMap or whatever else. Okay, so the other thing, groundskeepers. So we decided yesterday we want to do a GK leader. And I think the best way that we can do that is saying, okay, GKs, we need you guys to come up and figure out who your leader is. So GKs, the origin of the GKs was in season 5 when Squiddy Boy basically made his base the spawn area, and he worked on making custom trees, creating bridges, creating paths between the shopping district, and he was basically keeping up with the grounds work. So he would, be kind of like a gardener. He was working and maintaining and creating a better area for the shopping district and stuff like that. So that's
Groundskeepers basically do the public work.
yeah. So GKs are a group that voluntarily want to do that, and they have a special area in the Discord. They have their own few channels. They get some special perms, so like they can check if people are stealing. They've got a little bit better stuff than most of the community. But the problem lately is that they don't know what they're doing. They're running around with heads cut off like chickens because they don't have an actual leader telling like, "Hey, this is what we want to do, and these are the projects we want to work on." So to counteract that, I'm asking for the GKs to come up with a leader, and they'll be our bridge to staff and staff to GKs, and we'll have good access that way. She's busy playing on her survival single player. Mm-hmm.
Also, I think there should be a rule in place that you have to build your piglin slash hoglin farm or piglin auto trader at least 25 blocks away from the nether road, because I've been killed at least 5 times by piglins or hoglins just right on the nether road.
Yeah, that's a good point where GKs come in and they're actually really helpful for that kind of thing. So, anyways, at some point it'd be nice if we could get a vote in and get some GK leader. Squiddy was the GK head, but Squiddy is pretty inactive. If I ask and say, "Hey, Squiddy, can you do this for me?" He's gonna do it. He's fantastic. He's a great staff. He's just not as active. He's busy. So this is to try and help. The other thing is for GK is it helps tell us like if you would be good for staff. So if you're really good in working on GK and helping the community and you're doing it just to help and it's voluntarily, we see that and we can acknowledge that and we might ask you to be staff because um, we've got a bunch of GKs right now. Honestly, there's too many. Yeah. So like Nador, when he was here, he was actually a really good leader for the GKs because he would push for projects and get them done, and he would work with staff and try and figure out what to do. So we're looking to get somebody like that. Hey Brady. Okay, so after GKs, we want to talk about WolfCraft. So the entire server, what have GKs done this season? They've paved roads in the shopping district. They've cleaned up a lot of the terraform. They've done some terraforming. They've worked on the end portal. So you know when you go to the end and you jump in the stronghold and you go into the end through the end portal, that whole room was done by GKs and it was really nice. They did a fantastic job on that. The end still looks disgusting.
From the inside of the dimension, not the room.
I mean, to be fair, who goes there?
Me.
Well, there's
Well,
stuff
me,
that,
I guess.
yeah.
I'm playing a one dimension season, I guess. Only overworld.
Yeah, most people only work on the overworld. The Nether Hub, that's something the GKs work on. They've done some progress. There's more progress that needs to be made. So, like the Nether tunnels, that needs to be done. Um, Anyways, the next topic would be WolfCraft in general. So, what is different about WolfCraft? And how do we make sure that we continue showing that for new players? Like, why are you here? Specifically, you. Dan, why are you here? Why have you stayed?
Uh, I guess good stuff, nice people. I've been on a couple before finding WolfCraft, and either were guys cheating or no one was playing. And yeah, I just like everything. I've played a little bit during last season, and then I just kind of got bored because I think it was mid-season. Um, and I returned this season, and the community was mostly pretty nice, I guess. Um, and I want to continue playing. I guess we should maintain having a nice chat. I guess no caps, no insults. I guess that's the main point, and people playing.
Yeah. So, Ghost, why are you still here? Why do you like WolfCraft? Build an iron farm? Is that serious? I feel like he's joking. Oh my god. Yeah, that is actually one thing is that we don't really restrict on what farms you make. I guess that is a point. So, is it mostly just the community and who you're around and that kind of thing, or this last point, Wolfcraft in general is, I just want some feedback on like how do we keep going with what we're doing and what's the best parts of it and that sort of thing. What do we need to continue doing?
Can I say something?
Of course.
I think the most important point is just to keep the community going on all the Discord stuff. I guess it's pretty cool, and maybe move on to like the team thing you said in like season 8 or something, and try new things or like things that have been done a couple seasons ago with like people that don't play here anymore, and try it with this community, I guess, and keep things going.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Thanks, Loco. Locotis. Okay. I think I got what I was asking for. So, anyways, we've been here for 2, 3 years now, and all right, see you, Red. It's been a great time, been a long time on this server, been working on it for so long. We've lost a bunch of great people, but we've also gained some really, really awesome, amazing groups of people. Like, um, I don't know, it's been a great ride, and enjoyed probably, I've enjoyed all of it, and I'm glad we're still going, and it's all thanks to you guys, the community, and I think we're going to be going for a while longer. Now the last point is Captain Ranger has been working on the website to try and update it and make it more user friendly and modernized. Cap, do you want to show them or do you want to keep it in the background until you've got it finished? I wasn't gonna say it. Good job, Ghost. Oh, you're streaming. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I forgot you do bright mode.
I do too.
Who does?
Me.
Oh, Stormy. You terrible
Yep.
person.
There should be a dank mode where it's purple instead of white or black.
Oh man.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. You still talking?
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is the updated website. It's not finished. It's a long way from being finished. But the main part is on this website. It's not going to have light mode. So for all of you guys that hate light mode, this is going to be a dark themed website. Um, this is it's pretty much identical in organization to the previous website, but it's more modernized. So you're gonna have your normal homepage. Features is gonna be the about us page. It's not done yet. Um, rules is gonna gonna be just normal rules. One second. There we go. I was kept I kept clicking control. It kept zooming in and out. So
Oh,
yeah. So rules is gonna be the normal rules page, but I got rid of the old dictionary I had there. I just made it more simple to read. It's longer, but I feel you guys would pay more interest this way. And the gallery, the gallery has some downsides. So let's just go for this. You don't have your left to right buttons to go through the pictures. I am working on it, but it most probably won't be there. But apart from that, everything else should work fine. The pictures should also load quicker now because I'm using a smaller resolution for these preview pictures, and the normal pictures will remain their normal full sizes. Um, the staff the staff page is also changed. It's not this I have yet to add the staff descriptions, but now it's going to be shorter. So let's just take Pepper for example. You click his name and you can see his description, where he's from, his nicknames, etc. And that's going to be the same for here. I still have to add Anantara to the list, but that's coming soon. Same for everyone else. Ghost, even though his picture didn't load. Me, Flash, everyone has their descriptions here, so you can get to learn more about who the staff team is. In addition to this website is going to be the groundkeepers. So the groundkeepers are a server build team. So it was decided to give them a bit of recognition. This is from about 4 weeks ago. You can see that there's been a few changes. So not all the new members are on here yet, but that's what it's going to look like. It's not going to have the same descriptions as staff, but it's going to be a list almost like this. On other words, the Discord link is going to be this located up here now. It's going to be available for anyone if they ever get kicked from Discord for being inactive. I know that's happened in the past to a few people. So if you guys ever get kicked, when this website goes up, you can just click this, get the invite link, and that should invite you guys back. Apart from that, there isn't much else to show. Everything else should look the same as it is right now with a few modernizing touches, but that's pretty much a preview of the new website.
that's awesome. It looks really, really good and modernized. The rules is a lot better too because before it was like a block of text, and I think that was a main part of the problem. Was that it's just a whole bunch of text and nobody wants to read through it all. But I think the way that you did it now with the icons and kind of having more of a illustration view makes it easier and not as hard on the eyes to read.
Yeah, and if anyone here, I know it's just me working on it, so I can sometimes be tunnel vision towards a certain picture I have in my head as to how I want it to look. If anyone, staff or non-staff, thinks certain features or adding something to the website might improve it, like for the homepage, I'm going to be adding a new news feed where we will be posting updates for the server events, so you can stay caught up on that rather than have to scroll up a list and announcements. So if you have features like that are not on the current website and you would like me to add them, I will do my best to add them to the best of my ability. Just let me know in server help, and I can take note of them.
Do you have an estimated time of when you think you'll be able to finish the website? Cap? If not, that's fine.
Hello?
Oh,
Oh,
there
I
you
was
are.
speaking. It didn't activate. Yeah, so um, I just started my second term of uni, so it's getting pretty busy. But if all things go well, I should have it done within the next 1 month, maybe. I'll try and chip away at it. Maybe probably be sooner, but I want to make sure it's at a state where I can post it and not go, oh, like half the things are still not working.
Okay. Okay. I was just asking because I know people want to know when it's going to be up. But we definitely really appreciate all the work you've done on the website because it's fantastic and nobody else could have done it as good as you. So thanks, Cap, as always. So now, if there's
Yeah, that looks
anything,
amazing.
what?
I said, yeah, that looks amazing.
Yeah, he's a sexy coder. Okay, so is there anything else we want to talk about for the server, um, in general? So like anything that's not been talked about that somebody wants to bring up, anything that um, just whatever else that you might guys want to talk about. So this is where you don't have to type in silence. You can just talk.
I mean, I don't
Um,
like the idea of this, the factions or whatever you might call it. But that's my personal opinion. Mm, I often don't um, play with groups of people, uh, but maybe people will enjoy it, but not. Mm, I I still think that there are people who will enjoy more playing solo.
Okay. Well, no matter what we do, we'll make sure that you don't have to do it. You don't have to participate. There is always that person that wants to play solo, and we have to make sure that that person is just as happy and having just as much fun as if they were in the team, if that's what they want to do. Which I assume is what you're trying to say, Matt.
Yeah, because uh, I personally don't join teams. Maybe I will, but uh, I just like leading my base alone and having full control of it.
Yeah, I totally understand that. Hunter, do you have
Yo,
anything you want to say?
I'm just gonna say this. I was flying through the nether a couple of hours ago before I fell asleep, and it looks nice, but then there's like parts like where there's random blocks. There's just a bunch of gold forms. Like I have no idea what the fuck. Oh, sorry, I have no idea what's going on. Like it's just everywhere. Like, there's stuff everywhere, and it makes no sense. There's random blocks, block trails everywhere. It needs to be cleaned up. That's what I'm gonna say.
You're talking about the Nether?
The nether, yeah, the nether roof.
Okay, so the GKs can work on that. Anything else?
And I want to change the iron rank color. I hate it. It looks like I'm AFK for like 6 hours whilst I'm on.
Okay.
Also, I need to say, I think we need to make a note about the advertisements. So I think, as many of us know, the Minecraft advertising channel to say was shut down. I mean, to be fair, they did say no advertising on the service, but it was being used for that. So we are considering other options at the moment. So the influx of new players may slow down for a while. For now, um, we're working on getting our web server up on like advertising websites like Minecraft.net. Some I don't know what this link URL is, but we are working on such options that will require obviously you guys as part of the community, if you'd like to support us, to go and periodically vote on it to help improve the server's visibility to say on those websites. So is that something we want to do, or
Is that
is
like
that
a custom
something?
vote?
Mm,
Yeah,
Is it
some
like
of them are voting things. But the thing with like the voting stuff is I don't want us to get to the point where it's I'm sure not everybody, but some of you guys have been on those servers where, if you're the
you
highest
reward?
voter, you get some kind of reward in game or whatever. I don't think we want to do that, correct?
I think we
No,
should just like put it out there and just to help out the server, just get players.
true.
Like
Yeah.
we don't have
yeah,
to
there's
have
not
a
going to be
we don't have to have
any
a timed
benefits.
message. We just have it in some sort in one of the chat channels, like information or something, and just be like be grateful to vote or something. I don't know, just to help out the server. I'm pretty sure everyone would do it. I mean, it's not hard. You just put in your name and vote. That's it. It's like a 1 minute job.
Yeah. We could do something like Discord rank or something like that if we have
Yeah,
to.
that's what I was thinking.
That way it's not a pay to win. I don't know how to say it, but it's not something that you get an advantage over other people in game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just a way to help out the server, get more people on.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, I got another point. I think it has been addressed in the server help or something or suggestions a couple of weeks ago. Um, is there maybe can we make it more clear who's on which team or these big teams at least, um, and where are their bases? Because I talked to people on the server, and they said, yeah, just come to architect base or something, and no, it wasn't architect. It was, I don't know, is it Spartan or something?
So
Um,
to
no,
help Okay, I'm sorry.
yeah, just to help people, new people, to make it more clear, that we have these bigger groups, and cause I couldn't figure out um how all this works when I joined last season. um I don't know.
Well, we do have DinMap, and I was really like wondering why we don't use the DinMap sign thingy that shows up on the DinMap. What you put on the sign, like I have on my base, like Nugget Space. You can look it up on DinMap, and some other guys have that, but it wouldn't be used for like spawn, I guess. I mean, spawn is like in the green area, but also for shopping district, there is no sign. We should maybe focus on using that because well, we have it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can
also
do markers on the DIN map that you guys can't. So I can do different things, like a different.
I was
So,
wondering why we didn't do that. I thought
uh,
maybe there was some reason for that or something.
To actually clarify the shopping district, we made that decision behind the scenes. It was because season six, we had a shopping district right next to spawn, and new people would just hop on, go to the SD, and just grab some stuff here and there. So we made the decision that only and only when someone asked for the coordinates for the ST would they be given out. That's why even in the pinned messages and the shops channel and in general, the coordinates for the shopping district are left on request. So we don't have new people just hopping on and saying, "Oh, shopping district, let's go there and rob some people."
we've seen a bunch of that where someone will join and they're new, and they just go and start taking stuff from chests.
Ah,
And
okay, that's reasonable.
So,
Get
but
that.
the other thing is that literally every single other season that we've ever done, the shopping district is either in spawn or it's right next to it. So this is the only season we've ever done where the shopping district is not next to spawn, and so we're learning things.
Apparently, I was still in this call without noticing.
Hey, Junk.
So welcome back, Junk.
Yeah, I sort of have a girlfriend now.
Ooh.
Whoop.
Hey, global
GG.
announcement.
That's
Achievement
sad to
unlocked.
her.
Well, I'm fucked. Hunter, help me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're on this one, buddy.
Goodbye. Hunter, I love you, faggot.
Okay.
Shh, you can't say that here.
Junk, I'm
Goodbye.
streaming.
Wow.
Bye.
Wow, that was.
And that was our oldest member we've ever had. He's still here.
Yeah. He's so
Yeah.
nice.
Oh my god.
I thought you can't say that.
There's echoes. Turn off your mic.
Okay. Is there anything else we
Not
want to
while
talk about?
talking.
It's
I will.
Becker.
Uh,
Social media.
we should make. We should make a Snapchat group chat. Oh yes, a great idea.
We have a bunch of accounts, like Ghost is saying. We just don't use them.
Oh, I think like.
Do you think it would be nice if
Someone.
we had like a specific person that's like in charge of social media? Because
I'm not.
basically,
Listen,
what
Jack.
I do a lot is working on the files and the plugins and the data packs and all that stuff. So if anything goes wrong, I'm the one that works on that. And
Jack's popular. He can handle the social media stuff,
okay,
right, Jack? Yeah. Oh, one. Oh, I thought it meant like all. Okay, I thought you meant.
okay, we can talk about that more in staff chat if we want to. But yeah, I think you're right, Ghost. We need to
Also,
work on that.
is there this is out to everyone, by the way. Is there anything you guys would like to see us as staff do in the future, going from this point on? Like, do you want to see like certain channels pop up? Do you want to see something specific? Obviously, you can keep suggesting them in suggestions, but like in terms of like something that you want to tell us right now that we want to work towards, possibly, please do so.
I still think like a quotes channel would be cool, but
A what?
like a quotes, I guess.
Don't we already have that?
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
whoops.
think it a venting channel was is like
Oh yeah, that.
we should probably split that.
You think so?
Well, yeah, that doesn't make any sense to make those two combined.
Yeah, I agree. But then adding new channels is also annoying.
Yes. I get tired of me having to scroll through all these channels. Whereas I understand like everybody else doesn't have all these channels, but it gets pretty annoying.
For context, for like these people who have administrative permissions on the server, there's about 63 channels in this Discord, including the archived ones.
It's insane. So that's why we really don't like to. Hey, Red. That's why we don't like to add more channels ever because there's already, like he said, 60 channels. But we
Well, then why don't we
understand
clear out
too,
some?
huh?
Why don't we clear out some of the archive stuff that we don't need?
Because I don't want to because it's memories.
Oh, okay.
So there's some things like this one probably we don't need to keep, but this previous seasons I don't want to get rid of. It has a bunch of old bases and pictures and stuff that's really cool.
Yes, that's fair.
Some of the others we could probably get rid of, but can't you put those on the website? Yeah, we're going to eventually put all these pictures on the website, but the problem is Cap isn't ready, and it's so much
Doesn't look good.
files. I don't know. It takes him a long time to put each one on. So like right now, we only have 53. Okay. Well, right now we've got only select pictures on the gallery channel. Eventually we'll have all the ones I've got because I've got hundreds of screenshots. But back to what Nugget was talking about with the signs on DinMap. I'm thinking let's make it so that on claims, so every time you make a claim, you have to put a sign down. Is that a good
Could
idea?
be good, I guess.
Yeah.
I also saw a place on DimNet that is banned with signs. Just like random villages, and I don't know if you guys saw that. I'm I'm watching DimMap all the time. I don't know.
I have to look.
There, the signs shouldn't be used on like unnecessary stuff, but I think combining it with the claims, it could work.
I like how there's a sign that says something, and there's another one that says "Oh well."
There's one that just said the pit
Yeah, I the
on a lava pit. That's not really necessary.
Yeah, the pit, the underground farms, unnamed castle town.
Unnamed Castle Town, yeah.
What if we had like I just suggested this to Jack and DMs, but like what if we had kind of like like a weekly person where it's like you get to know they have like an interview or something like that. I don't know.
Could be cool, I guess.
That's a good idea. So kind of like the introductions channel, but more of like videos on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, or like like kind of like an interview. Like I don't know, have like a I don't know. It's just an idea, I guess.
Yeah. Eventually, I was wanting to do this last season with someone named Exploder, but I was going to do a history of WolfCraft and do a whole video
Oh,
and show screenshots and show me doing a voiceover over the whole thing, that kind of thing. Because the one on the website, if you've seen it, like right now, there should be a history of WolfCraft, and it is pretty long, and it needs to be updated for the season 5, season 6. I've only got season 1 through season 4 on it, but it's a pretty good read. I think so. So I could do something like that and do it in a video form. 8 out of 10, really. That hurts. Okay, is there anything else we want to talk about? I'm just going to ignore that. Base tours for YouTube. I think that's a good idea.
base tours.
Yeah, have you guys seen the
Oh
trailer for the server?
yes.
Okay,
There's a
Can
trailer.
you link it?
do what, Nugget?
There is a trailer.
Yeah, so if you go on the right on Discord and you scroll down to the bots, if you find Nymeria bot, it looks like a wolf and it says streaming Wolfcraft. You click on it and you hit watch, it always takes you to the trailer.
Oh wow.
So the trailer's pretty cool. We can do something like that for base tours, I suppose.
Yeah, would be a cool idea.
I mean, I guess this was I kind of already mentioned something like this, but like if we were to do a modded, it could be for like we could do with I don't know if we even have like the capabilities to do a modded server, but we could have people like only people who've like applied to be on the server and to be on the modded server. Like you'd be like, what am I trying to say? If you
So
want to do modded, you have to apply for the modded because like since there's no way to uh track stuff, you'd only want people on there who you can trust.
right.
Yeah, so
So
it's not just a bunch of like random people on there.
Yeah,
what we
So then
did
they
in the
really don't need those extra like anti-hack bots
yeah. So
when
what
it's
we
all
did
like
in the
stable
past,
people.
and this is why Iron Rank came to be, was the $2 paywall. We said, okay, if you're going to donate, you have access to the modded server, and we did that.
yeah.
Almost, was it like a year ago?
I
Long
think
time
that
ago.
that
It
was
feels like a long time ago.
Yeah.
But it worked really well, and only people got on that are actually going to, pay something. So if you're going to pay something, why would you grieve? It doesn't make any sense.
True.
Yeah, but since we have like a younger community, that would be kind of fucked
harder.
up for those people that don't have that money.
Right. So that's why it kind of fell apart.
Yeah,
Yeah, so like I feel like if you do like an applicant thing where like you know you judge it based on like or even an application, but like someone might say like, hey, I want to be a part of this, and then depending on like their history on what they've done on the server previously and sort of in terms of like griefing or stealing, then we can
So there are some
have a
problems with modded, period.
oh
The problems with modded are that you can't do core protect, you can't check for griefing, you can't check for stealing. The other problem would be it's another server, so it costs more money. Believe it or not, we
oh
actually pay for this. And
yeah
the other thing would be that when you introduce a new server, where are those players coming from? They're coming from the same Discord that the vanilla is coming from. So then people don't play on the vanilla server.
that's true.
So you lose some of your player base from the vanilla server because they go to the modded server because it's more fun. But then they just drop it after a few weeks. Modded gets is fun for, as long as it is, but then you get bored with it. So that's the problem that we've seen in the past because we have introduced a modded server 3 times now. We did a Skyblock server, we did a futuristic uh, modded, yeah, and a hardcore one. I forgot about that one. And we did another modded
new beginnings.
group, New Beginnings, yeah. So we've done 4 different ones now. And we keep trying to think of doing. I went last server that went warm modded servers. What are you saying? Last server.
Nugget was also making a good point. I think last time there was a modded server, I was quite on often. Not on the modded, but he said that the Discord is just getting mixed up with 2 different servers, and I agree because people were talking about modded all the time, and in between there were people talking about the vanilla server, and it just got confusing.
Yeah.
We could have a specified keep your modded
Yeah,
chat in here.
like
Uh,
more
True.
channels.
well,
Yeah.
more
Just
channels.
get a couple. Who cares, right?
Yeah. Nobody cares at all.
Hey, not a couple, one.
Yeah, true.
You could still have share your work in media modded server.
So I'm just telling you why we struggle, and every once in a while we try and bring up a new server, a new modded server, because we want to do that. We want to have people to have fun and want to stay in this community, but we keep on having issues with it. And I think eventually, like a good point would be the timing. So, right before we go to season 8, for the month before, something like that, when we're waiting, we can introduce a modded server when people are kind of burnt out already. Because that way, you've got something to do, you got something to look forward to, but it won't affect the vanilla because you're burnt out on vanilla, and it's a way to get away and do something, you know? I don't know. Is that a
That
good
could work,
idea?
I guess. Like in between, that would be good, I guess.
Yeah, it's before we go to the next season, and
We're
then
talking
we.
like August, September, right? I don't know when the update is ready.
The update they say is midsummer for this year, so we don't know an
So
exact
it's a
date.
long time to go
Yeah.
till this question gets like relevant, I guess.
I'm thinking maybe May or something we could start a modded server, and it can only go for like a month. We just do 1 month.
Yeah, I think we just should check how active the normal survival server is, and decide after that, I guess.
Yeah, because this season actually going pretty well. We started this season in when did we start it?
I don't even remember. January, right? No, December. I think it was.
January 15th. January 15th. Yes. So we're going on a little over a month, and we still have pretty good activity. We're still getting above 10 sometimes, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Most vanilla SMPs they're dying pretty much at this point. But is there anything else we want to talk about?
My last thing, I guess, is I saw it a couple of weeks ago. It's went a bit down, I guess. There were quite many people spamming in chat or using caps all the time, even insulting people. Um, and I think we should just be a little bit more strict with these guys, or just like small bans. I don't know how it's handled. Um, uh, just wanna say that it really bothered me this time.
Well, if you
So
ever see stuff like that, we've introduced the reporter player
yeah,
channel,
yeah, I
which
know, I
is
know.
it's actually helped us a lot because you can report it and nobody knows except for staff.
Yeah, I gotta use it more often. Just like a couple incidents that I really hated on the server.
Because like if you say,
Say something?
"Hey, this
Sorry,
guy's,"
go.
what are you doing, Ghost?
I'll just mute myself now.
Like if you say, "Hey, these guys are being a problem. They're being really annoying. They're being, racist or something like that," but you say, "Oh, it was a day ago." Yeah, you can look through in-game bridge. You realize how much is going through in-game bridge? It's so hard to go and find something when you're just saying, "Oh, it was, yesterday at some point." But if you do a screenshot and you do a report a player and you do that stuff, it is so much easier for us.
Is the screenshot thing just enough if we just screenshot in game chat?
Yeah, that would be
Okay,
fine.
good.
I don't care. But if
I
you
gotta do it more often.
yeah, because there's no way for me to see it. Like, you know how many channels are in this Discord. You know how active people are.
53, I guess.
Okay, well, thanks. But
54.
I mean, you guys have seen in the general chat and in-game bridge and a bunch of other channels. I can't keep up with looking at every channel. There's no way. None of the staff can. We all try and
Yeah,
look through
of
stuff,
course, of
but
course.
And it helps too that we've got people from all over the world, like Matt being in Poland, Cat from India, Fish from Australia. I'm in the
Hunter
U.S.
UK.
Yeah, except Hunter's not a staff.
Oh, never mind. I thought we were just naming places.
But you get what I'm saying. Like, because we've got
Yeah.
so many time zones, it really helps. We still can't see everything.
Yeah, I guess the message is we just all should not allow all the stuff in chat. It's gotten way better. I'm just saying, and I haven't had any problems since then.
Okay.
But
Well, good.
I will keep it in mind if it's popping up again.
Okay. Ghost, did you have anything else to say?
I'm just gonna put it out there. We probably had less channels before the whole channel rework, mainly because I went ahead and added like 20 channels to the staff category.
Wait, what? Can you say that again?
We had less channels before the whole channel rework thing that
Ah,
I did.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. It was nice. There wasn't very many channels, and then Cat comes along, and he's like, "Channel galore." Anyways, okay, you're gonna just let us know in the staff chat. Um, Moose, I agree. There are times where it's nice to say something in caps because it kind of gives you a point. So, like, if you're not in voice chat, so how do you express, emotions? Caps kind of helps. But when people are doing excessive caps for no reason, that's when it gets really annoying. And it's hard to say like, hey, you can't use caps, period, because that's not really fair. But you can't say like, hey, don't use excessive caps, because people. It's a fine line, and it's hard to distinguish, and that is probably the problem. I think for most people, like personally, I don't care about caps at all. So personally, when I see it half the time, I don't do anything about it because I don't even notice it because it doesn't bother me. But for someone like Cap, it bothers him a lot, so he does things about it. And it's for other people, it bothers them a lot, so they notice it. Okay.
You were talking about events at the start, especially different games. What games did you have in mind there?
So what different games?
Yeah.
Uh, See, that's the thing. I only play 2 games. I don't know what other people want to play. So we're going to be doing an events poll in a little bit. Either a few hours from now or tomorrow. I don't know when, but we're gonna do an events poll, try and figure that out. What are some games you want to do? Here's some suggestions. Ghost and Tungsten love TF2. I could care less. I love League of Legends. I play a bunch of League of Legends, so does Hunter and some others. Other people could care less. Um, yeah, something like Among Us would be great. Something that's not boring though, because Among Us gets pretty boring. Like party
Yeah.
games,
Yeah. So no try hard games
Yeah,
because of like
League is not boring.
Who said that?
Ghosted.
Watch your back, mate. Watch your back.
I put a slow mode on here. It's 5 second slow mode.
Let's just all get a Nintendo and play Mario Party.
You play Dota 2? Wow.
I played, I guess.
I
I
didn't know
also played
people still played that.
Oh.
uh, I know some people still play it, but I didn't think it was that popular still. Anyways, that's kind of what we're going for the events thing. We also kind of probably want to do stuff with like the movie nights, among other things.
Mhm.
Okay. If there's not anything else that's important, I took some notes of changing the iron rank and looking at advertising sites. Um, was there anything else that's pretty big of significance to discuss?
One question.
What?
Uh, I read that there's an Instagram account. Is that right?
Yes, there is. I don't think we've done. I think we did one post on it. It should be an information channel.
Is it? I thought I checked.
Did we take it off?
I don't think it's there.
I don't think it's off.
Well, I don't see it.
It's not an information.
I'm gonna blame Ghost.
It's still on. Still on Instagram. So. Hmm.
I know we have one. I just don't know what the channel is. We have it somewhere. Yeah, Ghost, do you know where the social media stuff is? Yeah, I know we have one. You lie. See, Nugget even showed us. This is it. Our logo. Want to join? I'm pretty sure Fish made it.
Nice.
I think Fish made it.
TM for application.
How do we have 47 followers?
Who even?
How? We did one post and we have 47 followers?
Yeah, one is fish. One is nugget.
4 following. Okay, we followed Junk, we
For
followed Nugget, we followed Fish, and
and
Minecraft.
Okay.
Minecraft.
What
Okay,
is Katie? You don't know her? Red and me do.
Oh, so many people following. 48 now.
oh damn, Jack, you're so savage. Okay, that's cool. Anyways, we will be working on socials because we don't have like anything done on them. We even have a Facebook. I know that.
Yikes.
What is the Facebook?
You just want to follow just to follow it. I can't remember. Is it just Facebook? No, we don't have an OnlyFans. That's too
Damn it.
far. Okay, I found it.
The OnlyFans?
No, the Facebook.
Ah, makes sense.
It's the same. It has literally just the
Just a
logo, a
logo.
Discord link. We actually probably could do an OnlyFans and let Husky do it. He'll put in a whole bunch of furry stuff. He would. I know he would. That's the thing.
It's got a bit of an experience.
Yeah, I know he would actually do it though.
It's a joint account with junk. Oh god.
All right. Anything else?
Oh wait, what was gonna happen with the groups? Something about people don't know who's in what group or something. I don't know.
You weren't here for that. So if you go on the Silence channel and you hit the pinned messages in season
Ah,
8, it's a little brief description about it. The whole
there
idea
is.
is to maybe do something like groups, clans, factions, something like that next season. And you've got not like, well, sort of like role play. So like so like your group with Junk would be like France. My group with Norts and whoever else would be like your England or something. And we can go to war against each other. We can do battles. We could do a trade operation. Something in the background that immerses all the different people in the groups. So we have like a story.
District, maybe.
Yeah, a district or something like that. But we don't make it so it's if you're not in a group, you don't have any fun. We want to make sure to have people where like so like Matt, he only wants to go solo. He doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to build with a group. We want to make sure that you can still do that on our server. But if you want to, you can be in these groups and have the experience. So something like that is what we're kind of thinking for. We don't have anything definitive yet, but that's an idea that we were thinking about. Is there anything else? Because I kind of want to go.
When you're done, go on maps and click on my name. Look what I've done.
What do you mean? What you've done?
I've been building.
Who?
You're building a dragon again?
Um, what do you mean again? I got like all the materials. There's like
Oh,
30
wow.
stacks in season 5, and then I stopped because I got burnt out.
Yeah, because I remember you working on this before. You didn't have it on here. You did it on Creative World.
Yeah, but this time we're gonna make Hobbit with Coasty.
Oh,
The
really?
the Lonely Mountain. We're bringing that back.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Sake.
Found the
It's not as
seeds.
cool as Blimp. True. Yeah, a dragon's not as cool as a blimp. All right. Well, I can't wait to see it finished. It's gonna be amazing.
I think.
Also, looks fat. You're saying your blimp doesn't look fat? Your blimp looks fatter than the dragon.
Let me see this plane. Where is it? Where is it? Ah,
It's
there we go. You can see it. My God,
Okay.
why is it so big?
All right, I'm gonna stop the meeting and finish the recording. But
You
we
should
can.
have a gavel, so every time you finish a meeting, you should hit your desk.
Nah. It was a good meeting though. I think we got a lot covered.